Hello, welcome to the read-through of The Bench, A Tale from Paradise Heights. That's the novel. I'm just coming out of my studio. In fact, if I just through those trees down there, and you can see a bit of a red brick house, and next to it a cream house. That's where I live, and this is where the gallery is and where the art studio is. I've just come out of there, I've done a little bit of work there. But anyway, that's the art studio. Check out sinfuljoe.com. I'll tell you a little bit about the bench, which I'm about to start the read-through on, don't worry. I'm going to pop home now, coming out of Famous Studios, which is a fabulous art studio where I'm working with some superb creators. We've all got our own spaces, but we all chat and we all kind of bounce off each other, which is great. Beautiful people, very nice place. And also I should say that at the very top of this mill behind me, up there, is where some of the shots from Looking for Lucky were taken when we were filming the council estate. That was another one of my scripts, for those that don't know, for a full feature film that I shot around the estates and streets of Halliwell. Loads of the film was shot around here, actually, and a couple of those characters from the film are referred to in The Bench. So yeah, just a little bit of background there. When I do the read-through, if I make a mistake, I'm not going to start fancy editing and taking all the mistakes out. I'm going to keep them in because they're part of the flavour of it, I think. For the bits where characters aren't talking, I'll use my accent from Grady, the butler of Blaine Manor. That's the haunting of Blaine Manor. The play that for the moment is mothballed due to the current coronavirus situation. What else to say? Yes, I have peppered the script with quite a few illustrations, rushed illustrations, that kind of create the mood for the piece. Very murky, dangerous, sleazy, but funny as well. There's a lot of fun in there, and it's typical slice of life stuff. This is all me talking off the top of my head, and next time you'll see me will be in a few minutes, sat outside, taking the advantage of the weather we're having, and I'll start reading the first chapter, chapter 1 of The Bench, A Tale from Paradise Heights. Speak to you shortly. Bye for now. Of course, what I don't make allowances for is kids playing football in the street. So, as you can clearly hear right now, in fact this might come in handy, some of these sound effects, for some of the scenes that take place in later chapters, so I might record some of this. So what I will do is I shall retire to my my backyard. Okay, so here I am again. Now, this particular backyard is part of a back street that is probably one of the quietest back streets in Bolton, which is why we tend to get a bit of fly tipping down here, etc, etc. But because I decided to do this today, probably going to be getting every dog and his mate barking in the background. There is a wood pigeon, or a couple of them, that keep chipping in every time they feel like it. So pretend they're old. You see what I mean? Every other time I try to do something out here, it's quiet. Today, everything's going on. But I'm going to persevere. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to get through this. So bear with me for that. Anyway, we'll try again in a minute. Before we get into this, final warning, there is a lot of adult content here, yeah? Chapter 1 in particular, I mean there's a lot of humour here as well within that, but chapter 1 in particular is
particularly spicy, shall we say. There's a lot of language, sexual content, that sort of stuff.
so if that's not your bag, then switch off now. Are we sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. The Bench, A Tale from Paradise Heights. Chapter 1, Section 1. January. Okay, so heels were a necessary part of the outfit, which she really wished she hadn't worn them tonight. They're loud enough to attract every perv on the estate. How do they sound? Scared is how they sound. She hears their wet echo, adjusts her pacing. I am a confident early 40s businesswoman out on a late night stroll. Only confident early 40s businesswomen don't take late night strolls in municipal parks bordering council estates. Not after midnight on a Wednesday night, they don't. Nor are they wearing stockings and an ooh-la-la suspender basque and G-string set, under a tan leather three-quarter coat with a belt and no buttons, all topped off with a Bella Louise red bob wig. This is a mistake. This is bloody stupid. Okay, get a grip, get through it, and more importantly, get off this dark path and onto the play area. At least there's a bit more light there. Please do not have every chav dickhead off the estate down there. Please, not even one. I'll die. I'll just die. I could actually die. The heels. God, everyone and his dog can hear me. The willows bordering the concrete path block out the sky. They even managed to block out the tower blocks that line the horizon. The huge concrete guardians housing 1,000 watching eyes. The path allowed to overgrow due to the council cutbacks. The path where the nettles sting and the dirty needles bite. The Heights is one of those estates that doesn't get the money because there's no money here. She doesn't remember the path ever feeling this long during the day. This long, and she stops, cocking her head to one side, listening. Did she hear footsteps? Behind her? In front of her? Move. Just bloody move. She continues towards the play area, her pace moving up to slightly scared, confident businesswoman. She at last sees the light spinning from the play area onto the end of the path ahead. She slows, listening again. Can't hear anybody on the swings. This could be good. She pops her head round the hedge and does a quick scan. No one. 2 lampposts, one at each end of the play area, and only one of them is lit. The other casts a jealous shadow. The play area in semi-darkness. She walks, playing confident once again. The 100 yards or so to the bench feel like 100 years. The bench by the war memorial, an 8-foot graffiti-tattooed Cleopatra's needle of a war memorial. She's about to sit when she notices the liquid on the seat. Rain? Possibly. Piss? Most definitely. She notices the crushed Stella cans peeping at her from beneath the slats of the bench and reassures herself whilst taking a couple of tissues from her handbag. Soaking up what is definitely Stella, she tells herself she deposits the tissues in the stuffed, gaping mouth of the bin. Okay, I'm here. The bench. The bench in the park. The bench in the park by the war memorial. 12:15, a distant church bell confirms it. Matty's throne, spelled Thrown, is etched in childlike letters across the top horizontal support. Slightly off-centre, further down, the proclamation, Paradise Heights, Future King. Carved at a jaunty angle with what's supposed to be a crown above the word King. Matty is a batty boy, spelt Buwoy, can be seen elsewhere on the panel. In fact, there's a good few minutes reading here, across the whole bench, if she gets bored waiting. On one of the seating slats, she sees the words, "I'm all right," in tiny writing. Writing that says to her, I really shouldn't be writing on park benches. She thinks about that. You knew you shouldn't be doing it, but you really needed someone to know that, didn't you? That you were all right. A lover? A friend who cares? You? She smiles. She likes that. I'm all right. I am. And it's gonna be all right tonight. I hope it is. No, I know it is. This is where she sits. On those words, I'm all right. This is new. Fresh. Fucking fresh. Fucking freezing. She pulls the tight lead 3/4 tighter around her form, tightening the belt. For now at least, she sits and waits. The play area is about 50 yards to the front of her. The swings at 10 o'clock, one of them wrapped at an angle around the top bar. At 12 o'clock a slide, a monkey frame, climbing ladder, and at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock are a couple of those Springer rockers that kids like to rock back and forth on. A lion one and an elephant one. Both the same size, so it's either a small elephant or a big lion. Not very educational for a play area. Finally, there's a roundabout at 8 o'clock that, Jesus Christ, the roundabout is turning slowly. She quickly scans the play area. No one. She looks to her right, eyes squinting into the darkness. She can barely make out the drinking fountain over by the trees. Can't see the gate at the bottom, and over to her left. She can see the gate down there. Way too dark to see the football pitches beyond them, though. And whoever turned that roundabout couldn't be over there so quickly. Where the hell? There. Framed under the light, the silhouette of a large man, powerfully built, dark workman-like clothing, and he appears to have a black balaclava, although it's difficult to tell with the light cast from the lamp above. He's breathing, long and deep. She can tell this from the vapour that gathers and disappears around his head. Oh God, he's like a minotaur, a demon. He just stands there, looking directly at her. Is he looking at me? She can't see his eyes or face, only a black shape, still some 150 yards away. She's almost afraid to move. Wow. He's not moving. Why? Why is he not? She remembers. She undoes the belt, opening the coat wide. Her arms rest along the top of the bench, each side of her. The lining of the coat now unfolded wings on the bench. Angel's wings for her demon. Her breaths rising and falling in the soft light. Her breath fogging the air. Fuck. I look good. She tilts her head back. Touching the top of the bench, she closes her eyes. I'm all right. It will be okay. She looks across to him again. Gone. She sits upright, her eyes darting left and right. No sign of him. Movement. Rustling in the bushes behind her. Him? No. Too much rustling. And sniffing. A dog. Oh no. If there's a dog, there's got to be an owner. She turns to look behind her, and there it is. A pit bull terrier by the look of it. One of those penis extensions for the chavs that deal around here. Brilliant. Just brilliant. It hasn't noticed her yet. Too busy sniffing around the banquet of fast food wrappers and cartons in the hedge. What? Is that a trick of the light? No. The pit bull terrier she's staring at is pink. Not shaved pink, no, it still has its coat. It's just that it's a pink coat. Who paints their pit bull pink? Well, perhaps it will match the penis that owns it. The dog stops sniffing around and looks to his left, holding his gaze, staring at something. But there's nothing there, and it's wagging its tail. What's he looking at? There's nothing there. It gives a friendly yelp to whatever and goes back to the cartons. A pink dog with an invisible friend. Okay. Spartacus! Shit! A deep voice, edgy, local twang. Not bad, innit? Twang. The dog looks up and sees her. Feeling threatened, it starts to growl. Shh, it's okay, Spartacus, she whispers, smiling. Woof, woof, says Spartacus. Clearly dog speak for, no, it's not okay. Spartacus, get here now. Shit, he's getting closer. She darts behind the war memorial. What kind of meathead calls his dog Spartacus? And paints him pink. Let's not skip over that. And doesn't that name cause a problem? What if all the dogs in the area start coming in when he calls him? Woof, woof, arf. Dog speak for, there's a half-naked woman here if you're interested. Woof, with a dodgy red wig. Her voice is a hiss. Sod off, you stupid thing. Go on, you're wanted. Woof. Spartacus, come here. Spartacus keeps his eyes on her as he turns his head towards his master's voice, barking. Woof, woof, arf. Over here, I'm not kidding. There's a woman hiding here dressed like a tart. Spartacus, get your ass here now or I'll be kicking it. Arf. Ah, bollocks, says Spartacus. He looks at her with a, I'm gonna tell him you're here, look in his eye. And bounds off, pink and pumped. She listens as the wet patter of pink paws gets fainter around the corner. You come here first time, you little shit. Come here. The rattling chink of a dog lead. Woof, woof, arf, arf, woof. No, don't put that on me. There's a half-naked woman at the war memorial. You'll love it. Move it. Come on. I mean it. Fucking move. A soft thud followed by a disgruntled arf. Why you no listen? Should have watched more Skippy as a kid. She listens as the footsteps and paw padding gets fainter and fainter. Thank God. She looks back to the play area. I'll give this 2 more minutes and then I'm off. She trots back around to the front of the bench. I'm all right, looking up at her. Yes, so am I, love. She sits, opening her coat again. Spinning her arms across the top of the bench, she breathes deep, telling herself to relax. She tries. She looks ahead at Blackfriars Tower in the distance. Squares of light randomly pepper the block, some with curtains closed. Why would you close your curtains? It's not like the peeping Toms have got jetpacks, is it? Most of those 2 dozen or so squares of light are dark tonight. Some are lit up here and there, others are curtained. They'll all have a great view of the estate up there, but they're reassuringly far enough away to not have the particularly brilliant view of the children's play area. Especially after midnight on a Wednesday night. The tower blocks further behind stand in the background like Blackfriars mates, waiting for a fight to kick off. You don't mess with the towers of Paradise Heights. He emerges from behind the slide, big, dark and breathing, stood watching expectantly. She closes her eyes again. She can hear his footsteps. She tells herself not to peep, not to open her eyes until the time is right to do so. She wants to, but she fights it. She listens. The footsteps have stopped. He's staring at her, isn't he? Expecting her to open her eyes, but she won't. Seconds stretch to a minute. Come on, man, I'm freezing. This is too much. She slightly raises her eyelids. Gone. For fuck's sake, what is...
Little rabbits.
She jumps. He's there, 6 feet to the left of the bench. It's not a balaclava. It's a black, woolly hat, but it's pulled down over his eyes, so only his mouth and chin are visible. A mouth without a face. He looks like a penguin. A 6-foot penguin? No, he doesn't. Nothing like a don't laugh. For God's sake, don't laugh. He speaks again, his voice a whispery rasp. An attempt to disguise it, change it. A veiled threat in the delivery.
Little rabbits.
Sorry?
Are you little rabbits?
Well, that depends on who's asking. He stiffens slightly, looks around him. His breath fogs the air in short bursts. The bursts stop for a few seconds. A recalculation, decision made. An exhale that could be a sigh. He turns on his heel and marches off 50 yards to the left, disappearing behind the bushes. She lets out a sigh and shifts her position slightly. Again she checks Blackfriars. Is that someone in the window? Yeah, silhouette. A man or a woman? Difficult to tell. They can't see me, they can't. It's too far. The figure moves off. Maybe they could see me looking up at them. What if it's Mickey and Lucy Gargan? They live there. Oh my God. No. They live in Blackmore Park. That's over behind.
Little rabbit.
Her stomach somersaults while her heart skips a beat. Right behind her. Close enough to touch. She stares straight ahead, as does he, as though looking at an audience. Her expression is demure, submissive. Mr. Wolf? The mouth without a face grins salaciously.
I am he.
Then I am she.
I know it's you dirty little whore.
Master?
Yes, your master. You choose to play games with me on our first meeting.
She looks like a scolded child. Forgive me, Mr. Wolf. I'm such a mischievous little rabbit.
Yes, you are. You will suffer for that.
Will I? Her eyes light up, as though promised a present.
You surely will.
He raises his right hand, turning his head to look at it.
You will feel my hand across your pale buttocks.
Oh, yes. Spank my little body. Make it pink and warm. Pink and warm? No, little rabbit. I will make it red and hot. Oh, spank me, Mr. Wolf. Take me to your lair and spank me.
Are you daring to give me instructions, little fuck bunny?
Forgive me, master. Little Rabbit has no place to issue instructions to Mr. Wolf. He looks at her. She still hasn't looked at him. He takes in the player area. The lights, the tower blocks. There's a real buzz to this. He speaks again, looking ahead as though addressing the play area.
Perhaps I should spank you here.
She breathes heavily, punctuating his gaps, enjoying this.
Perhaps I should just sit down there, drag you off my knee, pull your knickers down and...
He stops, remembering.
Are you wearing underwear?
She shakes her head demurely. Her eyes flit up to the right as she sees his open palm thrust to the side of her head.
Good. You have something for me?
She reaches into her pocket. Producing a pair of black knickers, she places them in his hand.
Good.
The hand withdraws behind her. She looks ahead. The mouth without a face puts the knickers to his nose, over the top of his pulled-down woolly hat, inhaling deeply, ridiculously deeply. He stuffs the knickers into the side pocket of his jacket. I'm so bad. I'm so very, very bad. She wrinkles her nose mischievously. She opens her legs slowly, expectantly. His body stiffens, sinews tightening, trying to force himself, an internal struggle that has his whole being trembling. Forcing. Come on, come on. He looks down again, not at her. Come on. No. Nothing. He releases, letting out a frustrated gasp, the exasperated gasp of a weightlifter who has failed to lift. He turns on his heel, marching into the bushes behind her. She straightens, bringing her knees together, letting out her own little sigh, quelling her frustration. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. She waits patiently. The figure is in the window again in the tower block. Maybe he's got binoculars. Ah, bollocks, so what?
Little rabbit,
Behind her again. Mr. Wolf.
are you Little Rabbit?
I am she. Are you Mr. Wolf?
No, I am the postmaster.
The postmaster. Is his name?
Yes, because I have a package for you.
The word package sprays spittle into the cold night air. Ooh, I love packages.
Good, good.
Is it a big package, Mr. Postmaster, to be delivered from your bulging sack?
Oh, Little Rabbit, I have such a big package for you.
Ooh, can I open your big package, Mr. Postmaster?
All in good time, Little Rabbit, all in good time.
Will your delivery be first class?
Oh, it will be so much better than first class, my fawning little eucalyptus tree. It will be special delivery.
Oh, yes. Please, Mr. Postmaster, please allow me to open your big package so you can give me your special delivery. Give it to me. Give it to me now. She throws her head back on the bench, opening her legs. She waits. He stares down again. His body stiffens, sinews tightening, trying to force himself, the holding of breath, the internal struggle. The whole body trembling, forcing, come on, come on, come on. He looks down again and not at her. Come on. No, nothing. It's too much. And it's fucking hot under this bastard hat. He pulls it off, steam rising from his head as the sweat on his face and head hits the chill night air. His hair, grey, black curls plastered to his head. Bollocks! I can't believe this. It was like a baby's arm holding an apple while you were at work. He throws his hat to the floor in front of her in frustration. It's not because I'm wearing my G-string, is it? I grabbed a pair of knickers from the washing basket. I mean, I know you wanted... But I just thought it was a bit too much, you know. A bit too much, really. Give over, love. No, it's not that at all. It's me. I'm bloody useless. Hey, stop that, you. Never mind, Jeff. You're just thinking about it too much. You know what happens when you do that? He walks around to the front of her, picking up the hat and using it to wipe the sweat from his face. There's nothing wrong, Wendy. It's just... Jeff, love, don't worry. I know there's nothing wrong with you. She looks at him, seeing the hurt in his eyes, his lovely wounded eyes. Oh. Her man, her fella, her mountain, her big guy, and he looks lost. She'll make this right. I love you. And how she does. He looks at her. What's he doing? 20 years of marriage to this beautiful woman and he can't get it up all of a sudden. What the fuck is wrong with me? She's got that look behind her eyes. That look that says, I'm going to take you home, make you a nice cup of hot chocolate and give you a big cuddle before we go to sleep because this doesn't matter. But it does. It does matter. Look, I know there's definitely nothing wrong with you. Come on, let's go home, Jeff. I'm freezing my ass off here. He grips the hat in his hands, tightening his jaw. Get a grip. Come on, lad. Come on. Right. He starts to walk towards the bushes again, her shoulders sink. Jeff, I'm starting again. But I'm freezing, oh Jeff. She's seen him this way. No point in arguing. There is a slight irritation in her voice. Who are you going to be this time? Turn round and face the swings. Close your eyes. She does as he says. What are you doing? I'm going to sneak up on you from the bushes. I said close your eyes. I have done. Don't open them until I tell you. No peeking. Keep them closed till I tell you, right? She waits. Eyes closed. Arms across the top of the bench. The angel awaits her demon.